Hi everyone, welcome back to I Build It. We're pretty much in the same spot that we left the last video. 5 in-game days have passed, and it is a lot louder in here as you can hear. So let's head upstairs. Where are the stairs? There they are. And we can now see all the gunner cages are full. 84 gunner cages. And they are politely asking to be let out. Okay, you can see one complete side there. They'll be let out in 3 stages. Before I do, this is going to be extremely loud and quite violent. There's the warning. So like I said, 3 stages. That's the first stage. Alright, that was the second stage. Sometimes some of them don't come all the way out. Let's go for a walk. No, it looks like we're pretty good. Alright, so after all 3 stages, we then pile them up. Hopefully they bring all their guns and bits and pieces with them. You can see there's one stuck at the back there, but there's a guy who just got stuck, maybe 2 guys. But that's not too bad. And then we pile them all up and we open the doors and let them down. And then they go through the processing machines and out the other side. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, look at that. That's unexpected. That's unexpected. That's never happened before. I don't know what's going on there. That was interesting. Like I was saying, they get processed. Weapons up there. Meat, water and bone down here. 8 upstairs, apparel upstairs. 308 rounds, baseball caps, and then another fill to the bone, because sometimes it goes through. Ammo is getting recycled, broken down, and then everything else will join it on its way upstairs. Human meat sometimes has the habit of getting stuck, so we're just going to hang here for a bit. Yep. Most of the problem comes when 2 or more are putting out meat at the same time. Okay, that's fun. I've got to go in essentially the shortest distance so I can make it go. And it still gets stuck. Alright, let's go and see what's happening up the rest of the line. Exporter's still pumping out. Let's go unstick these guys. Oh, he went through the floor. But two's better than none. Couple of rifles falling out there, a bit of lag. That's going to cause some problems. Apart from that, we can see things are processing nicely. Yep, the armor disassembler's working, I think. Yeah, there we go. Quite a lot of material. Seems to be working. Yep, there goes. Yep, very good. I am going to swap everything over to the baseball grenade builder. There we go. Select. That one's gone away. And then we should, if there's baseballs, be building baseballs. Yes, there are. So once we get the cutting fluid, start pumping out baseball grenades again. Whole bunch of stuff in there. Still functioning, still functioning. Alright, everything's looking pretty good up here. We'll go down and see if we've got a human meat bottleneck. Everything's looking quite happy down here. Keep an eye on this. Stealth boy. Nice. I could, of course, have everything filtered out to extract bits that I want, but everything is making caps or baseball grenades, and it all started with this section. I needed grenades, and then the caps also pay for the gunner cages repair. At this point, it's pretty much a self-sustaining loop. The only thing you need to top up is lunchboxes. As you can see, they kind of get expelled through. Well, it's a bit laggy in here when everything's running. They get expelled through, and then where are we? And then taken back to the workshop when they come out, if they come out of this side. So I am going to work in a mechanism that will return lunchboxes from the workshop back to this line, and upstairs I'm going to rework the water, purified water feeding to both the cutting fluid and the adhesive builder, because at the moment I've got it on a laser counter and it regularly malfunctions. And these ramps have decided to not work since I've loaded it up this time. So I'm going to rework this section, and there was another section I was going to rework as well. Oops. Yeah, it'll be, I'm going to send oil that's collected out into the frag grenades, because that's the backup, and then all cutting fluid that's made with collected pieces. All this is collected. Water's made in the farm. Cutting fluid will be sent down to the baseball grenade, oil in here. So they should both independently produce. But apart from that, everything seems to be working pretty well. Usually get between 7, 8 and 10,000 caps per gunner run. As you can see, there's loads of stuff still coming through, and then yeah, that's after doing a cleanup. Oh my word. Alright, let's sort this out real quick. Explosion. And that's what can happen. Quite a few gunners. Quite a few objects. This one's stopped producing. Look away for 1 second. Alright, so as you can see, I need to work out a better system here, hey? Because this isn't automatic at all. Ah! Alright, that should be better. That was a lot. So I don't know why that one stopped working. Maybe because it got half a ton of human meat pushed back into it. Let's go on. Something stopped that as well. Let's go and add that meat. That'll make fertilizer. Alright, let's stop this. Can't sell bobby pins. Doesn't like standard things. Doesn't like decals. Doesn't like plastic. I think everything else. No. Maybe the rattle. There's something that it doesn't sell that's stopping it from continuing. So, standard, no. I'm just removing random things at this stage because it should still be getting. Oh, it's not. Alright, let's remove something I know it'll sell. Put it back in. There we go, doesn't like the dish rag. So what we'll do, yeah, we'll add the dish rag to here. So if there's ever another dish rag, it won't stop it. Sometimes mods will stop it, and sometimes they just go straight through. Alright. Falling off the rail. Stealth boy again. So most of the armor, weapons, etc. are processed by the looks of it. And it's pretty much just on the bones. Oh no, that's got quite a bit of other stuff left in it. And I don't know why that one's not processing at all. It's full. If this one doesn't start processing, I'll just put it into one of the other two that are. But as you can see, it's going to take some time. That's why I put 3. Alright, so I think I'll leave it there. This is going on nicely. As you can see, it's going to take a long time to process all of that. It'll be a few thousand caps. And it's pumping out quite a few at a time. What's it processing right now? It's hard to say. You'll only be able to tell if you see the number go down. small. I don't know what that was doing then. Alright, I'll leave it here. Go down, there was a baseball grenade. No more blockages. Everything working well. Alright, that's the brief tour of the gunner farm. Thank you for watching. See you next time.